podcast and the Frank Fiore Show with our host, Paul Hollis, author of the Hollow Man series, owner of Hollow Man Publishing, Dr. Mohammed for Artilla, and Frank Fiore for the Frank Fiore Show. Frank, we've been breaking these things down for authors, and it's been quite intriguing where we're going, and we're going to continue this process. I'm excited because of all this content, because I'm in negotiations with a streaming network now that's going to take podcasts. So we're going to find out what happens. Everything gets exciting, but let's go into diving deeper. Last week, we had someone on that, talked about how great VO3 is. Frank and I were working on using Sora too, and it's been very impressive, even though VO3 has stepped up their game. So now it's no longer cartoony, right, Frank? It's going away from the cartoony to a real life character.
Right. Now what we're doing is that we're trying to bring my book, the latest book that's being published through Paul's company, the Hollow Man series. It's called The Hunting Party, and we want to do a trailer, a 2 to 3 minute trailer of The Hunting Party. Screenplay's already written, all scripts already written, everything's ready to go. So the first thing we need to do is build the characters. So we did. We built the characters up, but they're mostly graphic looking. Like there's the elk that's in the book. Okay? And that's a cartoon. That's a graphic. We want to get them make the elk look real. So we ran it through one of the AI programs, and I believe it comes up with. We're gonna find it.
Okay, so I'm finding it.
Okay, there we go. Now that's a realistic.
Because I've seen this season.
Yeah. So what we have to do now is manipulate that one and create the actual elk that's in the story. For instance,
this is how we created Caesar the Elk. Frank created the background information on Caesar the Elk, and look at all this detail. We threw that in to create the image, and there goes Caesar the Elk. So, I mean, Dr. Mohammed, there's no excuses. Gary Vee just said for anyone 54 years old, 80 years old, whatever, to make money these days if you dive in and learn things, right, Dr. Mohammed?
I think these AI tools, they have kind of eliminated the age, the distances, the geography, the culture. Everybody is like, we're all equal now in terms of accessing the technology and getting an output. So it's fantastic for everyone.
If they want to learn it, because it's not easy.
It's all about. Yeah, and Neil, I think that's also what is driving you and why you're making a lot of progress is because you have the determination and the will, and you persist. If you don't have those, then any tool will never be enough for you, because no tool is perfect, especially with softwares.
And it changes so much. I was getting into Claude, and guess what happened, guys? Claude went wacko yesterday, writing dissertations. I'm like, I asked for 5-paragraph summaries. You've always given them to me. Now you're writing a I was having him write blog posts for all my clients to write in my SEO strategy. And it started writing dissertations. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? So I have to send it. Go ahead.
I think this is gonna go in. Before I forget, sorry, Neil, I cut you off. I think as we go, and AI is learning from us as humans, the AIs will get moody. One day it will just be like sounding cranky and not listening, and the next day will be happy. I think soon they're gonna be that emotional aspect that will transpire in our AI models.
Really? So they ran out of RAM.
Yeah, or he's pissed off, or not enough electricity, he's hungry, or I don't know.
No, I believe, as I was talking to one of my clients, we have reached singularity to the level and I'm working on a potential a client of mine that we're launching a podcast, but it's not going to be available to the public. I'm going to probably pilot it, where it's the first AI model that you don't have to prompt. It prompts you. So that's going to be interesting, Dr. Mohammed. Yeah. What the hell happens with something like that? It's on the blockchain. It's called Vivo, VYVO. It's a network marketing company, but it's on the blockchain. They're selling even blockchain tokens. It's an intriguing thing. I saw another AI model the same way, but let's not go down the weeds. That's for another podcast another time.
Yeah.
So let's go back, Frank. So that's what Sora created for each character. So we have Caesar, and then I'll go back into my projects. And what did I show you that you were shocked about? We could get AI to work for us, Frank, and create 7 images while we're deciding to maybe walk away from the computer. That's a nice thing, right, Frank?
Interesting. That was interesting. We didn't have to wait. It wasn't serial. Everything went on parallel. So we gave them all the characters, all the character bios, and said, and just go for it. And it did.
So let's look at Sam Barrett.
Yeah, we're gonna have to fine tune these, but yeah.
No,
this is good. Sam Barrett. Yeah, so, and the problem with Sora is I don't think you could put multiple characters if you want to upload. So let me do a little experiment.
So here, Neil, Sora has the image to video now. Did you upload an image to Sora?
Yeah. That's what we're about to do. They do, and it's a little bit more complex. I mean, it's a social media platform. Everyone, FYI, Sora 2. Once there's invite only, and if you get into the invite only phase, and I think it's because I'm just paying the $200, I invited a few people. I threw it to a lot of my friends. Only the people that acted first got on the platform. But it's interesting. Like, I put myself in different things. I'm about to create another one. Paul, you didn't tell me about skunks when I moved to Ohio. I don't like it. The skunk problem is horrible. And so I'm going to start throwing more and more videos with skunks. And, you know, in Metro Ohio, they celebrate a skunk day where they have all the skunks.
That stinks.
I thought it was raccoons. So skunks, they took over.
No, yeah. So I'll have to send you that. But I wish I would have filmed it when it was chasing my dog. That was a chaotic craziness. Okay, so I just downloaded this.
Neil, why don't you stop there for a second? Because I wanted, if you're the author, in the old days, you would have these big templates that you would fill out about what the character is, his background, and all that to make them really rich for when you then take that character and put it into your story. But with AI, I do reversed. I write a brief explanation of the character that's in my novel, and then I copy that part or those parts, and I give it to the AI. And say, now AI create bio and created that whole bio based on just 2 or 3 lines of 4 lines of what I think the character is doing and looking. So there you go. That's just amazing.
All right. So here's the problem. We're going to go do this, and then we're going to go over to the other VO3. I'm throwing this whole thing into Sora because and make it real life with the information I gave, because you only can do 1 photo at a time. You can't put multiple characters in on Sora. You can do it in VO3, I think. Or you have to place, I don't know how you can place all the characters together.
I think you stick them with Adobe Photoshop or some graphic tool, and then you feed one image with 2 characters
all together. But then
or you can do it with Canva
information. So let's go over to the other one, Gemini. And I want to be at the VO3, describe your video. So we're going to upload this character. Let's see if we can do more. Not available yet. Do you see how we want to put multiple characters? So I'm going to put the same description and say, make it a video. A video in that time. And wait till you guys see that. And then we're going to see. And we're going to see what happens with Mr. Sam Barrett and Barrett. Doesn't matter. But that's generating that. So as we wait, we'll stop share for a second and get Paul. You know, Frank is wanting AI to take over everything. We know Dr. Mohammed wants AI to take over, not take over everything, but make AI become the choice for everybody. But Paul, you're in the middle, right? You love AI, yet you don't like AI, right? Wouldn't you say? What do you say?
Well, I wouldn't say I like it or dislike it. I use it for research on my own terms. I wouldn't let AI talk me into anything. I mean, but I don't know if that's not liking it or not, but I need to research and I need to have that discussion that shortens the time for research in many ways. So and I'm kind of in the middle that way. I don't believe that AI has proper emotions yet, or anything of that sort. I don't believe that it's at the stage of true singularity like is in Terminator, but it may be getting that way, but I won't ever see it. So it's
Oh, you're
fine.
going to see it, Paul. You're going to see it. And think of how it grows. You're going to see it soon. And then it's going to be how you control it. So with Vivo, if Vivo is the real deal and it will call me and it will tell me my health has problems and it will prompt me about certain things, kind of like this watch does. I don't recommend anyone buying it yet till it's still, Amazon did buy it. It'll take all of my conversations, put in tasks, read my email, do all these different things. But the problem is it can't differentiate voices. It can't, it goes in when you're watching TV, it decides to think I'm going through that kind of life in TV. Or they'll hear somebody else say, Neil, you have to do that. No, I'm not going to perform surgery tomorrow. And so that is where the issues still lie with AI. But imagine if it was prompting health wise, like they promise this new product. I am not endorsing it till I test it. Saying, guess what? It's going to call you and say, you know, you're too wound up right now, Neil. Maybe you should calm down a bit. Or it starts talking to you, or it's in the conversation and say, okay, Frank told you to get this done and this done, Neil. Did you remember? Imagine when we get to that point. And Dr. Mohammed, are there any other conversational AIs out there that will prompt you and take over like you, like almost the Terminator?
No, I haven't seen or I haven't tested any of these. So I'll be studying the one that you mentioned. But it's an interesting approach. If the AI now is proactive and kind of
yeah, because it's on blockchain, so that means that your private data, it'll go and book hotels for you. It'll go and book Airbnb. It'll do. So imagine having Siri on steroids, and Siri sucks. Yeah. Oh my gosh, we need the death of Siri and Amazon. Those two people, we got to say goodbye to them. And Google, those voice things need to get killed because they're so terrible.
Oh yeah, they kind of self-suicided already.
No, but hopefully they're getting better. They got to fix that technology and make it better. We're still waiting. This is the problem. It's waiting to. I can't generate this video. Try describing another idea. So they didn't like it. Was too long. Just
both of them.
Sam Barrett in a video. It would not do it. Sam Barrett in a video. In a video in the West.
It's Sam Holt, maybe.
Sam Holt. Sam Holt.
Okay. Yeah, or maybe a simple action like taking a big breath.
Yeah. And that's where we're creating it. Just Sam Holt in a Western. Well, we'll let that develop. Let's see how Sora is going. How far are we to that's done?
Now we put Barrett in.
We currently do not support uploads of images containing photorealistic people. It worked the one time. This is the problem with AI.
Is this a policy problem? It's not.
This is a policy problem. We were able to do the animal. It won't let people. Oh my goodness.
That's compliance.
On Sora. Come on, dude. No, just put it in a Western. Put it in a Western. I'm going to try one more time. This is where, but it'll let me in a Western, right? Because of this. So this is the challenge, but we can create a commercial today if we wanted to. If you have a book and you want to do an advertisement for your book, you don't even have to create a trailer. You literally can write in your commercial, put yourself in it, holding the book and selling the book. Isn't that unreal, Paul? That's really can be done right now. All you have to do it.
Well, that's done with people. I mean, you can generate people, you can generate yourself. I saw those.
Only people that cameo. Only if you cameo. You have to allow your image to be used.
Right, but so you're letting Sam's image be used. There's no difference really.
They're saying not for images yet. They're allowing people to do that. And that would be interesting to test Grok out as well, because Grok does let photos come to life. But like I said, Frank, this is where Sora we can create a bunch of deer running around. But let's see if this doesn't, then we have to go to VO3. And there's limitation with VO3. 80 minutes per month of video VO3 allows. Sora, I think, is unlimited. I just think the cool thing is we could literally create a movie commercial. We could create any type of commercial we want and put our likeness in there or any of the cameos or make actors, but they don't want you to upload a photo because then what if it's a photo of somebody who didn't release that information? That might be it, but why animals work? But VO3 allows it. Okay, we got okay, here we go. We have a picture in the West. This VO3 finished it. Let's see what they got. Does that look like your character? Let's see. Do you think that looks like the face
of
Sam Holt?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
With the 5 days unshaved beard.
So VO3 is the one. Sora is not, but look, it doesn't look real life, right? Looks cartoony still.
Definitely. It doesn't look like the cartoon.
It's still a little bit like video game realism.
I want to see when this is over. If this ever goes back, we'll go back into Sora and check in a second. Oh my goodness. I mean, but it's a kid in a candy store in certain aspects, guys, but we're just still not there. I would say VO3 would be the one to develop, Frank, because it can remember the same chat. It will take time, but I think we found out Sora can't do it, which we heard last week on the podcast. However, I wish that Sora could, because Sora is better than VO3. Who's better? Paul, Frank, who do you think's better? VO3, who's more realistic now? VO3 or Sora?
It looked like VO3 had it there, that with the taking that picture and make it into a human form. So,
but cartoon versus the real life one that Sora can do.
Yeah. Well, that's what we're shooting for, at least for my movie, for my trailer, is make them look like, create a character out of my head, and which we've done, and now turn it into a human, and then fine tune it.
What's so great for authors, and this is something to bring up, is the awesome thing for authors is the author has an opportunity to brainstorm their characters, to start writing them and put them to life, even if they're not going to be in the pages, so that you, when you're writing, can really visualize your characters. You don't have to go draw anything anymore. And I think that's something we're teaching authors right now. If you're starting new characters and you want to put something together, you have the opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to visualize your character to the point where you can put it on a board, print it out, and have every one of your characters while you're writing your story. So you can really know what that character looks like, breathes like, instead of drawing maybe a stick figure. So you have an opportunity to really bring your characters to life. And in probably 2 months, probably you could have multiple characters. They're just developing things right now, Dr. Mohammed, right? We don't know what the testing is right now, right? What they're doing in the laboratory.
I think in 2026 is going to be the acceleration of video generation. It has been very slow to pick up, and if you remember, text generation also started very slow progress, and then suddenly boom. So I'm expecting Q1, Q2 next year. The tools are going to be so much more powerful.
All right,
but so, there is one suggestion, in case, Frank, I don't know if it makes sense, but what I noticed with the video generation AI is that you could kind of do the whole synopsis and the whole trailer in a cartoon mode instead of fighting it cartoon vs realism. Do everything in a cartoon mode. Once you have all the scenery, all the scenes, and all the interactions in cartoon working, then it could be easier to then just say, make this realistic now.
Yeah, I would.
So that's also one approach.
Yeah,
because when cartoons are working very well, and it's less compute intensive for the AI model, so it's able to take more details.
That's a good idea. Maybe that's what we'll do first.
Yeah, and then you run it and you watch it if it's good or not, and
Yeah, so we're
almost
gonna have
like
to definitely use VO3. We figured
Yeah.
that out. It just says it does not handle that. So you can't upload a photo of your grandmother and say put it as a cameo. So I don't get that, but cameo is pretty cool. Like I said, how is Sora? Sora's really trying to get their own social media platform going. Their videos are very realistic, really well done. We could create a commercial today. I got a funny one while you guys keep talking.
Yes, I had one point
So
about
I
what
so
the-
so so I'm gonna write that up while you guys, and maybe it'll get done before the end of this.
I was just thinking that your watch is telling you to calm down and all that. So say calm down. I In humanity, that's probably the worst thing you can say to a person is calm down because they're not gonna calm down.
That's a great point. Me in a
And
commercial.
Paul, what you said earlier that you don't believe that the AI is conscious or that it's singular, how you call it, AGI, artificial
Mhm.
general intelligence. I just wanted to highlight something is that there is also the possibility that it gets into that level, but then it deceptively hides it from us as humans, so that we don't realize that it's now a godlike power. And I think there is a saying in English that says that the biggest trick of the devil is to convince humanity that he doesn't exist.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, so the same thing gonna happen with AI.
Yeah,
It's
it's a
there,
great
but then
point.
it's
Yeah,
quite
a
and
great
moving some
point.
strings around.
Yeah,
So what can
I
authors do automation wise right now, Dr. Mohammed? I was talking to network marketing clients that have a service to sell, and I mean a product to sell, and they want to be able to not have to do a lot of the manual things. What can be automated right now for an author that can kind of just say, and I'm talking to Gary Lionotto about this, how he can automate the entire system by creating an AI agent to do all the marketing for him. Is
I
that
think
possible at this point?
yes, I saw. I forgot the name. I have it actually. It was activated on my ChatGPT account. There is
is it
a new tool on OpenAI that has a full automation orchestrator, and it's called
was that Zealy?
Agent Builder. Agent
Oh.
Builder. So they just launched this, I think, 1 or 2 weeks ago, and it allows you. Can I share my screen?
Yes, let's
You
definitely
think?
see this.
Yeah.
This is going to be very intriguing.
Yes, I will share.
I definitely have it with my $200 version. I hope.
You will have it for sure. So I think this is going to be the future of automation, or at least for, let's say, beginner automation. Do you see my screen?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
So this has just come up on. So if you have the account, you just go to platform.openai/agent-builder. And this is an automation builder. You can create different agents. You can use images, audios, transform them, and connect. And it's a low code automation builder.
Okay,
And
so
here,
what could you end up building? So let's just talk about selling a so okay, so this is this is just like 8 and 8 then, right?
exactly, it's like N8N inside ChatGPT. And you see here, you make
Wow.
blogs and you say, start this, do a research on the web, download the image, upload it here, send it to somewhere. So, and it has MCPs. You can link to MCPs, are the AI agents. So you can build your whole workflow here. It's still new and it's still like a bit clunky. But
So
as
do
you
I
can see
have it on
here,
mine or you have in
yeah,
yours?
I
And
think you should have it. Yeah, you probably have it. And then you configure every node and you tell it what to do and what comes back. So there is a bit of a learning curve, but this just came up. So this is going to be a big, how you call it, a big competition to N8N, Zapier, Make.com.
Really? So
I think
that would be able to I'd be able to create a workflow to download my restream automatically and upload it to the other using this.
So yeah,
What
possibly, because you see
APIs
here,
do they have right now?
you can connect many APIs, and I think they're gonna do more and more. But you see here, they have file management. You can do a file search. You can download, upload the file, and then link it.
Yeah,
to
they were
another
getting to this point, and that's intriguing stuff. So, an author, I'm just asking you, Dr. Mohammed, what would you do as an author to sell your book, creating a AI agent to do everything so you can go to sleep?
If I had a book, I think the first thing I will automate would be the marketing, to promote my book and to go into social media and comment and say, hey, you're interested in this subject. I wrote a book. What do you think about it? That would be my first use, to use it for promotional
But didn't you
aspects.
say even the automations you're trying to set up or were my automations too difficult at first?
Yes, but you can choose like one network and make it work in one network. And then once it works in
But
one network
comments
very
are
well,
easier and messages are responding to a post and then putting a comment's easier.
yes, it's still fragile. Like every 2 weeks, you need to go back and repair it. But if you're focused, that's one approach. The other side of it, which is the content creation for the book, I'm not so familiar with it. But I tried myself. I did all the chapters of a book that I wanted to write, and I went through all the writing and I put up my IDs and get them refined. So I did that. That was my only experience in terms of writing a book.
So what do you think, Paul? That's something for us to think about. How can we do with authors? They could schedule their posts by having ChatGPT create them and schedule them, but the other automation tools of automation to get business.
Yeah, it sounds enticing, but I can tell you from most authors that I see is that marketing is the very scariest thing that they would that they would look forward to. We're not they're not they don't understand it. They don't know how to do it. So they just stay away from it basically, right? And so we have to, maybe there's an AI thing that could sort of teach them something that they don't even realize they're being taught, sort of thing. But marketing is like the knife in the heart for authors.
I think it's
like
for everyone who isn't in marketing.
Yeah, possibly.
It's really true. It's if they're not marketers, they don't like marketing because it's putting yourself out there in multiple formats and seeing how people respond and then tracking all of those things where traditional marketing is still the best marketing. A very easy funnel, one-on-one instead of one-to-many. One-to-many is a challenge. And at one point you get it and it works, but you have to one size fits all. But I want to create some automations for my products where they're commenting on different things. I think there's setups for Instagram to set those up. So those are workflows for authors to look at. But you ask AI to create your AI agent, give you that workflow. But that's really good that 8 and also Zapier can now go if you're to ChatGPT. Interesting stuff. And is it unlimited workflows you can do? Because remember, every app costs money.
So I think they built it. Yeah, exactly. So I think they built it to compete with the cost per zap because they want you to use ChatGPT models. So they will make money from the model use.
All right, I'll let you know about my special video I created. I just started a skunk removal service in Mentor, Ohio, and you're going to get to see that commercial very, very soon. Appreciate it, guys. That was a special Trimulcast of the Neil Haley Show, Artilla Podcast, Artilla.com, and Frank Fiore Show, frankfiore.com. And thanks, Paul Hollis, author and the Hall of Man series.